Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. It's time to build another hobo stove. This time I want to take my time with it, go step by step, go through the build very methodically so that anybody would be able to build this type of a stove. This one here is all rusted out. I will scavenge parts off of it. We'll use the legs, we'll use the screws that hold the elevated floor. So let's go ahead and start taking these bolts out. I could have bought some new sheet metal screws 2 inches long, 1/2 inch bolts by 1.5 inches long, but I like recycling and reusing them. I've probably reused these bolts before. This might be the 3rd time I've used them. Let's see what we have now. "19 inches divided by 4 is," so it would be 4 3/4. 4 3/4. 9.5. Now let's lay out where our legs will go. Here. And we'll use this 1/8 inch by 1/2 inch step bit. And we'll backhold that with the vice grips. And there's our legs. Now, you want to square all those legs up. Look at how much squaring that one needs. And I like having that extra weight on the bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and lay out the bottom vent holes and the top vent holes. Those are usually 3/4 inch holes, spaced about 1.5 inches apart. I'm going to make them 5/8 this time because I want to leave more metal on the can. I think the can will last longer. Line it up on the edge of the table, and let's make a mark every 1.5 inches apart. Inch and a half, 3, 4.5. Now we're ready to make 5/8 inch holes. All right, what's next? Let's lay out the feed holes. I always like it to be right in the center of 2 legs. And the top of it, we're going to reuse this feed hole cover from the other stove. So the top of it will be right here, and the bottom of it right here. Now we need to bore some clearance holes so my tin snips can get in there. Just regular tin snips. Just a pair that I picked up at the flea market for a couple of dollars. Of course, it'd be a lot safer, a lot easier to do it with a Dremel tool. But I like to use what I have at hand, and I do not own one. All right, let's go ahead and put these 5 screws in for the elevated floor. So now we need to find an equidistance measurement in 5 spaces in 19 inches, which will be, let's once again make believe it's 20. So we know it's going to be 4 inches, and then we got to deduct like about 3/16. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's going to be 3 and 13/16. Put it on the 5 mark so I can go to 8 and 13/16. Putting it on the 10 mark. Alright, I want to have plenty of room for my feed hole cover to slide without touching that elevated floor. So let's just go ahead and put them in this groove right here. And that is all that we'll need with this. Now, an 1/8 inch drill bit would have been all right for these, but I want to go smaller. This is not a 16th, this is a 3/32. You don't want to strip these out. So if you don't have a good touch with the drill, you need to go ahead and run it in manually. All right. That is plenty of support for that elevated floor. Now, I need another elevated floor. Let me just show you with this one. And the way you make them is like this. It's pretty easy. That's going to work out great right there. Trace the outside, which makes too big of a diameter. So you'll come inside of this circle and go ahead and come inside about 1/8 inch and freehand another line. Like that. I hope you can see that. Now, tin snips are not meant to cut this thick of a gauge of metal, but I forced the issue. Now that'll work. Let's see if it fits. Yep. Oh, we're going to need a drain hole at the bottom of it also. There's the drain hole, elevated floor, feed hole cover. Now if you want it to slide back and forth nicely like that, this needs to be conformed to the shape of the can. There can't be any of these ends here bent out or in, and the same way with the opening. And hot supports. Go to my description for a dedicated video that will show you how to make pot supports, and then another video that will show you how to make the feed hole cover. Now I have a tradition of passing the torch. When I use the parts off of an old stove, I like to scrape the rust off of it, make a fire roll, get ignition, and burn off the new stove with that. Time for the wind to start getting out. We'll deal with it. We deal with it in every video. Now I will crush that down into a fine powder and fire roller. And I'm not going to need all that cotton. Just about 6 inches of it. Tighten it up with my hand. I think I'll get some of this residue off the table. And then fire roll it just like we do the ashes. If you don't see smoke, go back and roll it some more. do visit my Hobo Stove Builds playlist. There's all kinds of different styles where you could just make them out of just using a pocket knife. You don't have to have all these tools. Alright, y'all, do me a favor. Before you leave my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all. And do give the video a like. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Alright, we're going to get back to the burn part of the video, but it's a couple hours later and I just wanted to show you how it turned out. I thought I was doing 5/8 holes. Those are 1/2-inch holes, but that's enough. You know, that's enough venting and aeration for this stove.